Hello, hello, hello. This is, as I was planning to do, Kiwi's Guide to Neverness to Everness. We've got some beers. It's 3 AM. And just for you, Lucy, I'm going to give you a little guide of the best way to set yourself up for gacha goodness, gacha greatness. Okay. This camera. Fucking up. So, we are here in Hetero, as it's called. It's a cool, vibrant place. Lot to do, lot of going on. So what would be my first couple of tips as a new player to the NTE universe? First of all, these big columns that you see right behind me here, these unlock your map sections. They're called Wertheim Towers, and you'll see they're around the place. There's 5 distinct sections of the game mapped, and there's another one down here as well. And basically the map will be fogged out, very much like Genshin, and when you go and activate these, they open up the map, which will make things a lot better. So that is something that you should consider doing relatively early. Gives you places to teleport to. When you teleport, you get a full heal. You also get places, these phone booths, these British phone booths that are red. They will also act as teleportation pads and give you a full heal as well. So it's very good to get these. We are here at Avon House of Antiquities. This is where you will be taken to after you do a little bit of the plot, and you'll become part of the Avon family. You will be the appraiser who finds and seeks anomalies and is able to nullify anomalies, which is quite a unique skill, supposedly. You will basically be roaming the world, being a detective of sorts and finding all sorts of strange and quirky anomaly factor based kind of missions and quests. But in amongst all that, there's a lot to do in the game. So some of my first advice would be, as I say, find these spots, open up your map a bit. Even if you're not planning to like fully look around and do all the shit, just get the map unlocked for yourself. Have a good idea of what's going on. Don't steal cars. Use your scooter or use the very basic car you're given. I've not been to prison yet. You can go to prison. You can get stars like GTA and get attacked, but it's very easy to avoid all that, to be honest with you. On the top corner of the right hand side of the screen, you will see 274 out of 700. That is what we call city stamina, and that is something that will be replenished every week. You will start with maybe 200, and as you raise your city tycoon level, or basically have anomaly furniture in your home, like furniture that'll have specific traits, you'll be able to upgrade that over time with the City Tycoon function. The 44 out of 360 is pixels, and that generates every day. You'll probably start with about 200-ish, and again, that's the one that levels up with anomaly furniture, but we'll get to that in time. You can also use your currency or these cans of city stamina that you'll get back. Now, city stamina itself is used for very specific things, but we equate it to 1,000 fawns or money per stamina point. So when it becomes accessible, you'll get the City Tycoon, and it'll have a whole bunch of shit. Some of it will be locked away, don't worry about that. But you'll have these hobbies that you can do, which will be deliveries. You'll go to a certain spot, accept a task, and then drive the van to a certain place. As long as you don't bash into things, you'll get the money that's promised. If you bash into things, a little bit less money. Races, again, very self-explanatory. You race, there'll be a point in the city that you go to, you have to be in a car, you can race and get money for coming in first place, etc. Owner selection is tied to the cafes, where you own businesses and cafes. You start off with one, you level up, you unlock new desserts or drinks that you can sell, and then as you level up your tycoon level and your cafe level, you'll be able to buy another cafe and have more than one running at one time, and that will basically allow you to earn money per hour passively. You can stock up ahead of time, so even if you're not playing the game, you can come back in later on and bank the money that's been made while you're not there, so that's really handy. Swift travel, you're an Uber driver, taxi in your own car, you pick up people and take them to places. Again, how long it takes you to pick them up, or how long it takes you to get there, or if you crash into things, will affect your payout at the end of it and your star rating. They rate you like Uber. Can be a little insulting sometimes. The paw heists get unlocked a little bit later, but not too late in the game. I would say play the main missions until you're actually able to unlock this section. There are banks in this world, and the paw heist is ran by the bank owner, and he wants you to try and steal as much money and valuables as possible within 10 minutes and escape. It's had some quality of life upgrades, because previously the escape methods were random and they shut down the longer you stayed in the heist, but now there's just 6 fixed exits. They stay the same and you can exit no matter what time is elapsed. So that's you can earn up to 1 million fawns per fortnight, and it resets, and there'll be lots of different first time rewards and a lot of these things that you can get, which will grant you the currency for gachas, or money fawns as it's known as. Sea angler is fishing. There's plenty of fishing spots. There's a fishing spot of the day, certain fish of the day that you can sell. You would use this stamina to sell the fish, but it doesn't cost stamina to fish. So that can be a really good way to just chill out, have a bit of fun, and if you've got some downtime and not a lot of energy to do things and you've done a lot of quests, that's a good way to kill some time, because you can fish and just save up your fish and then sell them when you've got actual energy to do so. Little Sparrow's Mahjong, I've still to play it. Tetrominos is just Tetris, I guess. And Super Sound is basically Guitar Hero, but you're a drummer. There are side quests that unlock that, where you have to play the drums and be part of a band, which is quite fun. And one of my favourite characters, Akane, she ends up joining you as a bitchin' ass guitarist. So it's a lot of fun, So these are all tied to your city stamina there. You can use currency to add 100, which I've done every a couple of times a week, so that I can get more money, because 100 stamina is 100,000 fawns. And when we go into one of the other sections, you'll see that is a purpose, because making money in fawns levels up your tycoon levels, and leveling up your tycoon levels is very beneficial, but we'll get to that later. I'm just explaining the different reasons of these energies first of all. So you got a lot of cool different things you can do with the energy of the city stamina itself. Like I say, when you level up your city tycoon levels, you every so often will get an increase permanently in your city stamina. So it's very beneficial to kind of make money and level that up so you can get that maximum increased permanently, and then it resets every Monday basically. Your pixels, it's a separate form of energy that it just builds up over time. Every day, as you see, you'll get more in 44 seconds, blah blah blah, and they are used for grinding level up materials, weapon materials, ascension materials to break the level cap, and those are done in these sort of blue icons that you'll unlock either by interacting with these ones specifically, finding the place and just doing it, or these ones will be like weekly bosses that you can grind out, or these ones are basically bosses that you find out in the world, and then once you beat them, they are grindable for specific loot or weapons for specific characters. So they will come into your daily and weekly grinds because there's separate missions for those. It depends on the character, depends on what loot it drops and what one you would want to fight to build up loot for. But if you're not sure, you stick to this one here. It's got these materials at the top are for leveling. These are for leveling your weapons, and these yellow sort of symbols at the far right of each section, they are used for actually leveling your materials and levels and skills. So you have money that's called fonds, and that gets spent on cars, shops, supplies, consumables, and then you've got these items that are beetle coins, and these are used for your actual character upgrades, so they're a separate currency altogether. People tend to complain that they run out, but they are redeemable. You can pay your fonds to buy them in a specific shop you unlock. I'll go into that in a little bit of time. So you have city stamina, you have pixels. That's your main usage of energy and things like that. You can still do side quests, you can still do missions, you can still explore and do things. That has nothing to do with any of that. It's only if you were actually engaging with one of these grindable sections that you would maybe spend pixels, or if you were going to go and do a hobby that you would spend your city stamina. So those are the two sort of energy-based sections of the game. Like I say, if you just follow the main missions, you'll meet a character, this character specifically, Cheese. She'll ask you if you want to open a bank account, and then that opens up the City Tycoon, allows you to own the property of the cafe and make passive money, allows you to do heists, etc. So I would suggest just, although you might have a lot of things to do and a lot of things keeping you busy or distracting you, I would say stick to your main missions until you meet her. It is early on, you can do it within an hour or two, but a lot of people get lost in just wandering and having fun, and they don't end up meeting her and unlocking that section of the game until a couple of days in, and they could be making passive money and having access to things that they should be having access to as soon as possible. So I would definitely say grind a little bit of the main story until you meet her. So that would be in your quests. I have done everything, so I can't really show you them, but there'll be main quests, there'll be side stories, so the main quests are orange quests, the side stories are still very important, and they'll take a bit of time but give you a lot of things as well, and they're red missions. And then you get blue missions, which are like actual side missions. You can find them around the map. There'll be like these blue exclamation marks. I've only got one left, so I can't actually show you what they look like, and it's technically there, but it's just a special one, so it doesn't show on the map. But you'll see these circles that are blue with an exclamation mark. Those are side quests. Very easy to pick up and just keep, and you can just change up to them. And then you get another type of mission, which is called a bond mission. With the characters in this game, you actually build relationships and bond with them, and that'll also give you rewards as you level up the person's bond. These blue things here, Analyth, that is your currency. That's your pulls, your gacha, your refill, if you want to refill your city stamina or your pixels. And that's the most important stuff of all. Be careful with it. But it's very easy, especially as a new player, to get a lot of it. So whether you want to save it up, we'll get to some of that bit in a short while. But getting your bond levels up is beneficial. If you have a special character that you like more than others, focus on them. but getting them to level 2 will allow you to basically invite them to become a passenger in your car or motorbike. Getting them to level 4 will allow you to invite them to your home when you buy a home once you've unlocked the City Tycoon section. There are one-time rewards for these sections that will need you to invite people and do things. So, you can only give so many gifts a day. You can give 3 gifts to each person, unless it's a very specific one that says it doesn't get included as a gift, but you can still gift it. And depending on the person, depends on what they like, and you'll see that you get 400 points, 50 points, 10 points, 100 points, and you can choose what you want to gift them if that's what you want to do. Those bond missions, after you chat to them a little bit, will be pink missions, and you can do them whenever. They're not very beneficial in a way of like payout, but they're still, it all adds up. So you get a hunter level, and your hunter level basically dictates how difficult the world enemies are. So from level 0 to 10, it'll be world level 1, appraiser level 1. Then after that, it goes up to level 2, and then at level 20, it goes up to level 2. At level 30, it goes up to level 3. Level 40, it goes up to level 4. And that'll increase all the enemies' levels in difficulty, damage, and drops and payouts of what they actually drop. So it increments over time. When you level up, it'll give you certain things. So it's worth it to like play the game and naturally level up and stuff like that too. And that's something beneficial. You also get, like I say, City Tycoon levels, which is kind of where a lot of the game you want to grind out money, because that's what levels up your Tycoon level. And we'll go to the very start, but that pink-haired girl that you meet to unlock the Tycoon level section of the game, you will be able to get her. She is an S-rank character. After X amount of ranks in Tycoon, you'll get her. A couple of ranks later, you'll get her weapon, her best in slot, and again, a couple of levels later, you'll get another shard of her, an awakening or an A1, and so on and so forth. So it does. So first, it starts off with just money. You would need to get 45,000 fawns and complete that specific quest, and you'll get a level. You get Analyth, which is the currency that we want for pills, Hunter XP, which will increase your Hunter level, and then some basic level up materials and coins. Level 2, a little bit more money. You need to have 100,000. You need to have done the quest Legendary Driver and have a 4-wheeled car, which you will by the point that you do that quest. For that, get more Analyth, more Hunter XP, weapon XP materials, and upgrades currency. So it goes progressively, more money and more money things, but if you play the game, you will unlock a lot of this stuff naturally. But this is an important bit to level up. This is the grind for money. But what I would say is, don't freak out too much about what characters and blah blah blah. I would say level up your MC, whether you pick a guy or a girl. They're called 0. Level them up, do a couple of pulls, have a bit of fun, see who you get, level a couple of them up. Stick to a team of 4 for the first Hunter level 10, 20-ish, and I'll explain why it's important to do that and then start working on a second team, but we'll get to that. Garage is self-explanatory. It's your cars and motorbikes, races. That's just part of the hobby of racing. Hunter Exchange, that's a specific shop that opens up, and that's tied to your Tycoon level, so it'll have things that you can buy, including the currency that you want for pills, but also training materials and things like that. And that levels up and unlocks more the more your tycoon level increases. So that's why it's important to work on your tycoon level casually. You'll be able to eventually buy property. I've got 2 properties at the moment, but you start with this one, and you can have a bit of fun kitting it out. I can come back to that a little later. You also start with a cafe, which you can put different tables, and you can go to gachapons and put the gachas that you pull in as decorations and things like that. Again, come back to that in a little bit. But yeah, City Tycoon's quite important. You'll find this exploration guide has a lot of quests to just get you used to the basic mechanics of the game. So it starts off with asking you to unlock a tower to unlock part of the map, unlock a couple of those telephone booths as teleport spots, do the tutorial quests, get a character to level 10, do this quest, equip a weapon, which are called arcs, and for that you'll get a whole bunch of rewards and unlock the next tier, which is like find 3 telephone booths, level 20, equip artifacts, or what's known as modules, to your cartridge, which I'll get to in a wee second. Those are your passive buffs that you can level up and slot in place. Not a big deal, we'll get to that in a wee minute. Do a combat tutorial. Every time you get a character, you'll get a little combat tutorial, and you'll get some analyth, which is the currency you want for pulls just for doing it, and you can do them as many times as you like, so you get a little bit of something for learning how your character works. Normally commissions, those are just general missions. The world is full of anomalies, whether mundane, silly, or serious and threatening. There's lots of different crazy creatures and anomalies in the world, and it's your job to find them and hunt them. Clear an instance of Houdini Magic Stage. That's one of the little grind spots I showed you where you can get character materials or level up materials. These blue sort of things. That's a Houdini spot. So you get a couple of different ones depending on what you're actually wanting to grind. Again, very take you through the game. So that exploration guide is exactly what it is. It takes you through the game, the mechanics, and what you're looking to get from it. So, formation, that's just you setting up a team. And what I will say is look to the bottom right hand corner. There are different elements, and basically your team composition does matter in some ways. It's not the end of the world, depending on what you pull character wise, but you do want some of these elements to link up with each other, because what they do is they cause reactions. When you build up enough energy and then switch a character out, they'll basically create a sort of effect based on what kind of element they are. So they're called Esper cycles, and depending on the 2 elements that you mix, depends on the thing that triggers. So this is Cosmo and like Shama, and basically what that does is cause the effect called Remora, which slows everybody down. If you do it repeatedly, the effect kind of bogs down a little and isn't as effective. If you have Cosmo and Blossom, basically when you switch them out and cause an activation, there'll be like this little bud that'll shoot and do damage to people. When you have Blossom and what's called Incantation, which is fire, they'll do Hexed. That does follow-up damage equal to the amount of damage taken over the next 12 seconds, which is very cheeky. This one is if you have Cosmo, Blossom and Lakshama, that's charged, that gives everybody ult energy when the little Blossom buds hit people. So you get different effects for different elemental mix-ups and team-ups, and the game will tell you with the character, because their icon will start like sort of like glowing and sparkling, and you know you can switch out and cause a reaction. So you can have a look at that, mix it about, see what you like. But as you see, they're linked up in the bottom corner there, and that shows what kind of affinities your team have. You can have different presets of teams that do different things. Just depends on what you pull, depends on what you want to enjoy. But that's just a little brief explanation of how that works. Okay. So, Circle Bounty will open up eventually, and that's your battle pass. I know I'm down bad. It's only 2 weeks out and I'm level 55. I've got all the things that you can get from the actual battle pass, and it's just now fawns and character upgrade coins, the beetle coins. This is very, very helpful to level up in, like getting a gacha. And in here you get your daily quests, your daily login, consume the pixels by doing the grind spots, activity points from your daily quests, which I'll show you in a different section, and simply earn fawns. You'll get XP, there's a cap of 12,000 per week. You get weekly quests, consume X amount of pixels, city stamina, earn amount of fawns, console rewinds, I'll get to that later, don't worry. The rabbit hole is the grind spots that you use your pixel in. Anomaly pilgrimage is bosses that you can repeat with the pixels energy, like the grind spots, and spend 100,000 beetle coins upgrading people, send gifts to people. Very easy done. Then there's seasonal quests, do certain quests, complete certain episode quests, like you see, reach level 50 with X amount of characters, level up your weapons or arcs 4 times to level 50, and there'll be lesser versions here. Consoles are things, artifacts that you equip, and the modules are artifacts that you equip. This is the end game, clear stage 8, the first section of the end game. 30 dice rolls, which is pulls, banner pulls. Open 30 boxes and miracle box. Can't remember what that is, but fuck it, we'll get to it. And there's one last section of that battle pass, and that's just basically if you get the premium battle pass, it's just showing you what different weapons that you can get. When you hit a certain level, you get a box and you can choose a weapon. I've still to choose one. Okay. So you get achievements for different things in the game. We've got certain sections, and this is for exploration. I've only got 2 left. I've got to do one last quest, and it's a pain in the ass, and it's a horror quest, so I've still to do it, and logging in for 30 days. That's all I've got left as far as the game's concerned for this specific section. But you can get the pool currency analyth for doing a lot of different things. And this is all to do with the elements, triggering elements. This is all to do with certain quests and completing quests. You'll get game pool currency for that. And then these are just very specific game things like collapsing in the water because you have ran out of stamina, divinations performed, fill up the hunger bar by feeding them things mid-battle, pet small animals. You get to pet dogs and cats. Big plus. Love that. And then there's a whole load of these that I've done. And you just collect them as you play the game. These are bond level quests. So when you give the character gifts, let them ride in your car, go on dates with them. You can do hand-holding dates, cinema, meals. You can do stuff with the characters that you bond with, and you'll get analyth for it. And then there's one more, I believe, there as well, and that's upgrading skills, going to auctions, obtaining vehicles, properties. Lots of ways to get analyth in this game, which is the pool currency. Okay. So, let's look at a character.
Me? I'm here.
Not the best character to look at, but fuck it. So, you get the character info, the basics. You can level them up when you hit a level cap, depending on your hunter level and appraiser level. At first it goes up to level 10. You then ascend them with specific items, and then you're allowed to level them up to 20. You hit a certain hunter rank, can then level them up to 30, so on and so forth. Very much like most gacha games. Very similar to the Arc. The Arc is the weapons in this game. Again, you level that up, it hits a cap, you ascend it. If you're high enough rank, then you level it up again, hit a high enough rank again, you level it up again. And it's always in level 10 increments. If you have multiple of the same multiple of the same weapon, you go to mixing and you basically upgrade those green stats that you can see permanently. It goes from tier 1 to 5, depending on the rarity of the weapon, depends on how easily you're going to find them and be able to rank them. Console. So these are your passive skills. You have a cartridge that will set the style of equips and buffs that you're going to go for, and then you slot modules into the screen, as you can see, and if you match those cartridges that you can see in yellow on the right hand side there, you'll get for 2 a certain buff, all 4 the right sort of shapes, the full buff. And this game is good because each of these modules you don't roll to see, you see exactly what you're getting. So at level 5, attack 24, at level 10, crit rate plus 3 as well, 15, defense 24, crit damage at level 20 where it maxes out. So you see exactly what you're getting, and those are flat. They stay that way, and it's the attack and HP at the top that will increase as you level them up to 20. The rarity is blue, purple, orange. You unlock orange at level 30, hunter rank 30. I would say just play the game. Don't be too scared about getting the wrong things. When you're hitting maybe level 20 and 30, maybe then look into it, level up a couple, get some purples in, and you'll see a big difference in damage output. But the game isn't terribly difficult for the first 20 to 25 levels, especially if you then equip a bunch of these and level them up and get a bit more out of your characters that way. The game will tell you exactly what you need to do with a character. If you go to info there, you press start, you get a guide. It can guide you through what weapons you should have, what skill slots at the bottom you should have leveled up, and the kind of suggestions for what they recommend you should slot in and things like that. So it can keep you right. It can even show you what you're going to need to level up each 10 increments for your both levels and weapons and your abilities, and also the console where you slot in these things eventually when you want to do that. So it's actually a lot more guided than some gachas, I will give it that. So you get info where it's your basic levels that you level up. You've got art where it's your weapons that you equip. You've got the consoles which are your artifacts and passives that you can level up and they just buff you. Awakening is when you pull them in a banner and you get them again. You unlock awakening slots. And in this game, you get to choose what your awakening is. So it used to be in a lot of gachas that you would have to get this for awakening 1, then that for awakening 2, and you would have to work it all the way to awakening 6 to get the best out of them. Not in NTE. You can literally choose what awakening skill you get, and so on and so forth. The more you awaken a character, you'll eventually get them all, and they get, after 3, specific buff, and after 6, an even better buff, despite getting something every time you get an awakening. So I do like that about NTE. That's pretty decent. Esper abilities are you get a life skill. Each character gets a life skill. A lot of the time it will be tied into the cafe game part of it, where they're going to each level have something to do with the shop, where it's increasing the traffic, allowing more money for a certain dish, etc. Some specific characters will have things to do with your vehicles, the costs it incurs, blah blah blah, or one specifically has one that gives you more money for your deliveries that you do and things like that. So, but a lot of them are tied to the cafe. Basic attack, skill, ultimate. Very self-explanatory. Those are locked behind what hunt world level you are or appraiser level you are, just like your ascension levels. You can't level past 10 in your weapons or your actual character level until you unlock, you get a high enough hunter rank and then unlock that with ascensions. It's the same with these moves. You can only level them up 2, and then once you break the ascension and level up further, you'll be able to level up to 3 or 4. Your awakenings will sometimes give you an extra level or 2 in some moves. Very, very similar to most gachas. Support skills the same, and they get these sort of specific to them passive skills that you can also unlock with the grindable boss materials instead. And then just a profile. Gives you voice records, extra info. I've never actually looked at these. Probably should. But yeah. So you're going to get gachas. You will always get this person, whether it's a boy or a girl. Actually cracked. Very good character. Will actually do very well through the end game for you. Not a bad thing to level them up at all. Pretty decent. This will be Nanalie. If you've not played, you've missed her on the banner. She is cracked. Although she'll get power crit, she's really good. But the auction house right here is called Avon. The boss is a big booba waifu who is actually on the banner right now. She stops time. She's cracked as well. So you've still got a great time to be getting in and getting a bunch of pulls on that. So, like I say, first thing I would say to do is do the main quests. Kind of work through till you meet this pink-haired lovely lady called Cheese, and she asks you to open a bank account, get City Tycoon unlocked, so you can have the cafe, and even if it's not a lot of money, you still get some passive income always coming in, and you just bank it whenever you want. And you can even stock ahead of time up to 72 hours. You come back and just bank that whenever. We've hit the daily reset, so let's show you the daily reset. Let's go. So log in for the day. Let's go. 4 AM, and here's your dailies. So you'll get Analyth every day for doing each of these up here. Very helpful. So logging into the game is one thing. Going to the cafe and banking your money, that's another. One I leveled up, so let's show you how that works. When you level up, you'll unlock these dishes, and when you get all the dishes unlocked, you'll start from scratch again and level up the dishes once. So we've got a new dish. Let's unlock it, let's develop it, and let's switch that out. So we have 409, 394, 39406. So let's get rid of the strawberry box. Actually, let's just check. Have I sold enough strawberry boxes? I have. That's fine. And let's replace it with this. Okay. We restock. As you see, 4 hours, 24 of 72. We're going to do 24. You can have it delivered. It doesn't cost anything after a certain City Tycoon level, so it's, like I say, it's good to get that done. And there we've spent funds to get restocked, logged into the game, collected money, so we've already got 3 of the many ways to get dailies done. We can send gifts, so let's go send some gifts. We're going to go send some gifts to Natalie. We're going to give her some of these.
Where'd you get spoils like this?
We're going to level her up. So that's us done 3 at least. That's fine. Oops. And you can either defeat enemies, consume pixels, doing daily grinds, do 3 ultimates, defeat 5 enemies. There's loads of easy ways to do it, but I usually do this.
Want to hang out?
And go to somebody that I haven't fully leveled up their arc with, and then just do it once. That's all it takes. And we should have all our dailies done. Looks clean. Hey, so we got all our dailies done, just like that. Takes absolutely fuck all time. And for that we get 60 of the Analyth, which I can now convert into a pool. And we get a bunch of different stuff here. These are really important because they increase your character's life skills, and that'll be something to do. And some of the do this, get so many people leveled up to this, blah blah blah, and money. We like money. There we go. So we've done the bounty. I'm just going to claim a bunch of those. Oh, we got something from the battle pass. 10,000. Not bad, not bad. So we've got an event going on right now where you pick a companion. So one of your characters, you pick them, and then you just need to do a whole bunch of shit with that character. Whether it's defeat enemies, go get a blessing, divination, grind in the little grind spots, take a picture of them. There's stuff that you can do every day with them basically. And the events, here we go, Zero's Companion. So I've done a whole load of this already. It's only been out a day and a half, and I've almost got everything. It's terrible. So we've gifted them, so we can claim that, but clear our rabbit hole once, go to the wishing pond, go to the divination house with the witches, take a picture of them, log in, collect something from the cafe, defeat enemies with them. Dead easy, and that'll give you, and that's just started. There's 11 days left. You can get a lot of analyth, aka pool currency from that. But as you can see, I've done everything in the time limited section to the point where I don't even get analyth anymore. Get analyth all the way up to that. Now I'm just getting money, which is alright. So this is my chosen partner. So let's get a quick picture. There we go. That's that done. Oh. And we're going to just fast travel here. We're going to go and get the other bits done. So it asked me to go and get a divination with your chosen character, which is Nanily. She's one of the hardest ones to bond level up. Takes a bit longer supposedly, so I thought I'd use her. When you get into bond level 10, you get a specific character costume for free. You can use real money to buy costumes, but you can also use money to buy costumes as well for some of them. So check her and those sexy dogs. Look at those barking dogs. This is Blackbird. I'm hoping she becomes a playable character. She's pretty bitchy. So you find these crows everywhere. They're like lost souls, and then when you get enough crows, you hand them into her, and it'll level up and give you permanent stamina, pool currency, and things. But I have done all 12 levels. I have found every crow in the game. And each level you get 50 pool currency, hunter XP, and permanent stamina increase, and a bunch of extra things to level up your characters with. So as you can see, I've rinsed this game lovingly. But what we want to do is once a day, she will bless you. So we're going to get that done. That's a divination. And that's part of this event. With your chosen person, you're supposed to go get a divination. Treasure hunt shows you where a crow is that you've not found yet, so that will mark it on the map for you. And Lost Tales will give you an Easter egg to go and find somewhere in the game. So yeah, there's an Easter egg there. Great. There's also a cool little place here. It's a wishing pond. So I'm going to fast travel there and do my daily blessing, because you get a daily blessing from the wishing pond. And there's also a place where you can pray and get a level up with a random person in your team.
Now it's my turn!
So let's get on the motorbike. Excuse my shitty drunken driving here. Excuse my shitty drunken driving here. Oh my god, I've never went straight into a trailer. Here's the wishing pond. You can go here once a day, and you can choose to make a sincere wish, and it'll give you a random buff. Let's something you should do every day. It's part of the event that you do it with your chosen person. So we get more beetle coin drops. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There's also a place all the way over here, around this spot. No, I tell a lie. Around this spot, and you can increase the bond with a random character in your team. You pray at a cool little shrine. You've got to do it at night, but it's cool. Okay. So why don't I just hit one of these grind spots up? So this grind spot specifically is for the little modules. Depending on what module you want to grind for, you pick a certain playlist on it. The bosses that you can grind, these ones, or these ones specifically, you can match up with people in multiplayer. This one you generally just do it yourself, and it levels up the loot drops depending on your appraiser rank at level 10, 20, 30, 40. It goes from blue, purple to orange. So right now, and they're absolute dog shit. So right now we're going to try and get a good drop for her, one of our best characters. Very quick, very easy battle. Go into skill. Push. There we go, we're going to cause Hex. We're going to buff everybody with this ultimate.
I'll handle
and
this.
It's already done. Dead easy. And you don't need to actually claim the rewards if you don't have energy. But it's also, you can grind out enemies with that. And just, why you're asking, would you grind out enemies if you've not got the pixels to show for it? Well, I'll show you.
I can do this.
When you eventually level up your City Tycoon level, you will get cheese. Cheese is from the bank, and Cheese has a special part of her kit where she gets people to drop money when she attacks them. So although I've got no energy here, we're going to go in anyway, and it tells you you've not got enough, are you sure? We're saying fuck yeah, because here's why. Every day she can make up to 40,000 of these fawns by holding in her attack. So there you go, I just got 1,400, and it's per enemy, and you get it when you do that held attack, and you get it when you defeat them as well. If I could do it the right way. You see I've got it, 2 of them already. You held it in, there we go, 1,553. You just kill them, get a wee bit of money for that, and these we just repeat, hold it in. Hold it in, there we go, another 1,500. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, not bad.
You don't have injury insurance.
Dead easy. And you just press start and you exit. And you can repeat that in there very quickly. Grind up to 40,000.
Me?
Just to show you what I mean.
Want
Esper
to hang
ability,
out?
basic
I'm
attack,
free after work.
swap over to attributes, and you will see it grants fawns, kills grants fawns. So I get 1,500 for a held attack, and then when I kill them I get another 1,500, and I have a daily cap of 40,000 that I can make off that. So you do that every day, you get a little bit of money, helps you level up things. So she's very viable. She's S rank, she's a tank. So yeah, there's another little tip when you do actually get her. She's very handy for just grinding out money. So we did a couple of quests there. Let's see. Flame. Done them all. Lovely. We get another bunch of money. Again, it all adds up. Circle bounty. What have we done? We've spent pixels maybe? Oh, circle bounty. Wrong once again. Ignore that. There we go. Okay. Combat's very basic in this game. You'll see this red line swing across the screen. You tap your sprint button or dodge button, which is your R1, and that'll dodge the attack and sort of bullet time, slow it down and drop by it. When you see a big red circle around it, like it's almost like a dodge warning, but a big red circle, you pull your right trigger, which is your skill, and that will parry them dead easy. You get used to it. All you do is rapid tap that. When you start seeing those sort of red lines start sprutting the screen, and you'll just dodge the attack, and you can come back in with an attack dead easy. You've got your skill, you've got your ultimate, the triangle, and you've got your basic attack and your held basic attack. Each person's got their own thing. So, why don't I run by some characters for you?
What do you want?
Recipient confirmed.
Hathor, absolute bae. Great at dealing with mobs, like Shanna. There's only 2 characters in the game that have that right now. She is a motorbike baddie. Highly recommend. Basically, let's look at the pull system. So that's the fair, right? So you get your red board, which is your limited banner, your S ranks, absolute badass. You use red dice to pull on that banner. Blue, standard banner. You can still get S ranks, like you see there, but you don't want to spend the analyth the stuff that's at 191 right now. You don't spend that on blue dice. You only spend it on red dice. You will get blue dice when you level up. You will get blue dice when you break the ascension caps and level them up another 10 levels. Every so often you'll get blue dice for that. You will get blue dice as rewards for hunter ranks and all sorts. Never spend your analyth on blue dice. Only red. Only red. You'll see you can buy them here. And the analyth processing, they cost the exact same, which is bullshit. But you only ever buy red dice with analyth. Say it with me. Never the blue, or the red. These keys you use to pull for weapons, but you don't spend your money on that either. You can buy them in a totally different shop. There are lots of shops in this. I think it's a little confusing, but you unlock them as you go, and then the more you play the game, the more you unlock in the shops, specific shops. So don't worry about that. You only ever spend your analyth on red dice, solid dice. When you do pulls in the banner, you will get this currency, and that's for the Lost Exchange. Oh, I hate this menu. And you will be able to buy X amount of dice a month. You spend that money on both dice, not a problem. Spend that. When you pull, you get that. Buy extra dice, no problem at all. When you get a character pull on the banners, no matter what banners, you will get these types of gold pawn currency, and you can buy dice with that. But let me say it one more time, you only buy the red dice with this currency. Fuck the blue dice, fuck all that other stuff, only ever buy red dice with this gold currency. Buy both dice with that currency, only ever red dice generally, okay? It's your S banner, nobody wastes it on blue dice, it's a fucking joke, you don't want to be doing that. So, there are lots of different shops. You get these shops where you get your battle pass, where you get money every day and crystals every day. I would say you don't have to buy these. They do help. The weapon for your main character is $2.99, and it is a better weapon than a lot of the weapons you'll get access to for that character. Pretty decent. If you're going to play the game a while, $2.99 ain't a big deal. Not really too big of a fan of these. I'm not swiping. I got the battle pass and I got the $2.99er, and that's me. I'm happy. This is where you use those keys. You get 10 keys. You pull on the weapon banner. After 8-10 pulls, you're guaranteed the limited weapon. you have a chance to get it before that. I got it in 4 temples. Not the end of the world. For doing certain missions, you will get this kind of currency. It isn't the best weapons, but you can get doubles of weapons to then upgrade their passive abilities permanently. I've got them all maxed out. Did it without even really needing to play the game like crazily. You get them. You'll get this for beating enemies. Blah blah blah. Fashion shop. You can get crystals or the in-game currency for certain characters, which I quite like. It's a lot of money, but you at least still have an option if you want a character skin. You don't, and you can also bond level them to level 10 and get a skin that way as well. So pretty decent. Exchange. This is the banner exchange. Well, the fair exchange. That's the banner exchange. So swap your Analyth for red dice only. When you roll on the banner, you get this currency, and you get 5 dice of red and 5 dice for blue every month, and it resets every month. And if you get a character pull or a S weapon pull on the banners, you get the gold pawn currency. You only ever swap that for red dice. Got it. Perfect. There's a couple more. Hunter Exchange unlocks when you level up your Tycoon level, and then every X amount of Tycoon levels unlocks more things in the store, and eventually that'll then reset everything for you to buy it again. So that's why Tycoon level, aka money, funds, earning funds, is really important into this game. It unlocks you a lot of things, it helps you push your characters and levels, and you can buy the currency that you get for banner pulls when you unlock more levels of items, and so on and so forth. My face is in the way. That's just the crystals. It's an absolute rip-off, but it's up to you if you want to swipe. And these medals are for high rank missions or end game ghost train missions. I've got some there from the ghost train that I was grinding tonight, so we'll get some more of that. Fuck it, because I've got everything else anyway. No problem. Okay, so that's the store. So I've not got any gachas to pull on the blue, but when you start as a new player, instead of a guaranteed S-class, so there's no 50-50, another great part of this game, no 50-50, you're guaranteed an S-rank character at level 90, and that includes the premium banner, so you will get the limited character at 90 pulls if you don't get it before. Pretty decent. As a new player, you will be guaranteed a character of S rank by 50 pulls, and a 10 pull will only cost 8 pulls for the first 50. So you're getting a discount on how many it costs to do a 10 pull, and you're getting an S rank quicker. This game has given everybody 2 S rank selectors, so you'll get an S rank selector and you'll get another S rank selector, and you can just pick from any of these standard S rank selector characters. What I suggest is that you wait until you actually get your S rank first, so you don't roll a doubler. You have a bit of variety in your team compositions. You see what you get first, and then based off of that, try and pick at least one out of your 2 S rank selectors that will complement that and make it busted as fuck. To be fair, I had preferences starting off, but now that I've played the game, you can't go wrong with most S ranks. It just depends on who you've got and how you want to really make that work. Highly recommend the lowly there in red, Sakura. She is the best buffer in the game. She'll buff everybody's attack by 40% of her base attack when she does her ultimate. Absolutely correct. You also can't go wrong with the big baby waifu at the side there, Yuan. She is pretty correct as well. If you get her to Awakening 1, she heals everyone as well. Not bad. But there are more than just those. There are like 6 to choose from at least. And one of them I highly recommend, and one that I picked with my S rank
I'll handle
selector,
this part.
is Biker Babe. Biker Babe is bae. She's great at dealing with mobs. or like Shama damage is specific. There's only 2 characters in the game that have that element. And when it comes to your home and properties, there is a specific anomaly furniture that's locked only to her character, which is a bit shit, but it's great for long-term gameplay and free-to-play, because that furniture gives you a free module, one of these equipable modules for your
Clarity.
characters.
Recipient confirmed.
One of these slots that you slot in there, it'll give you a random one every day, and you can level it up to the point where it can give you one of those orange best ranked items every day, once a day. So it's locked behind her, so that if you don't pull her or don't get her as an S rank pull, I would consider using one of your S rank selectors for her. She is really good, and she comes with some cool perks too. I'll show you one of them right now. So,
Coming through.
if you were to choose your bike,
So slow.
let's not kill my character, right?
Kiramaru,
So,
stop squirming around.
if you were to
Not
choose your
helping you
bike
if you fall.
and warp it to you, when you get on it, you will automatically revert to your main character, even if she's not in your team, and they will ride the bike and invite a passenger. Okay? That's cool as it is, right? Now, if we switch to Hathor, or Hey
I'll
Bay as I
handle this
call her,
part.
with her best in slot weapon, it comes with an added perk. She gets to stay on the bike, and it comes with these cool as fuck jet blue fucking flames. Look at that! So not only does she get a furniture item that's specific to her that gives you free modules every day, she also has the fucking Ghost Rider blue flame arc when you get her best in slot, which is all the best in slots in this game, apart from the limited banner ones, are achievable with overall bosses. So you can get everybody's best in slot very easily. It's just a matter of going and fighting the boss that first time and getting the best in slot. So there's another reason for Hebe. She's not just a booba, thigh, thick waifu that's a biker bitch. She also comes with some cool added perks in. So that's pretty bitchin'. But like I say, Sakura, the fire-based loli, she is your best buffer in the game. There's only 2 buffers technically, and that is Haniel and Sakura. I've A6'd Haniel already, and she's cracked at A6. So I've got 2 teams worth of buffers for each team. Or I can double up on the buffers and just have an absolutely slamming team. You've missed out on Nanoli, because that was a limited banner at launch. It's a very short banner, only 2 weeks is very shit. It's usually 3 weeks to a month. But right now it's Hotori, which is their boss, the owner of the Avon antique store that you end up going and living at. So that's who we're trying to pull for right now. And the banner is basically, it's just like any gacha, but they have a board, and after 70 rolls, it increases the chances of her turning up on the board. As you can see, she is everywhere, and the board's going fucking mental right now. That's because I'm at 74 out of 90 fucking rolls. Look at that, above 74 out of 90. How fucking bad is that? Hard pity, absolutely brutal, right? But I will get her when I hit 90, no matter what. And I like those odds. No 50-50s, no fucking around. I just wish it was sooner. So, you can either use your Analyth or you can use your dice. 1 roll, 10 rolls, it'll roll a dice and you move so many slots up and you get what you get. So let's see. Have I get any luck? Let's roll a dice. 3. I needed 4. What the utter fuck. So we got some of that silver currency that you can use on blue or red dice, it doesn't matter. Come on, give me a 1. Fuck! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bullshit! It's fucking bullshit. Another weapon. Great. Wow. If you get it on those A's, that's a character specific to whatever A class it is. That one down there with an A is Aurelia, which is Jellyfish Girl. That one up there that we just passed is Skia, that's a dog wolf guy. You get to play him in the intro, you get the fucking A team to play through and see how the battle works. Down there we've got Skia again. There we've got Haniel, that's the other buffer in the game, pretty cracked if you can get her to A6. You will get her a lot in these fucking pools. But anyway, got one more dice. We need a 1, or we need 2, 4, 6 to get across there in the next rolls. So, will we get a 1? Yes! Let's fucking go! Hattori's coming home, baby!
Seasons turn
Let's
and
fucking
flow.
do it.
Nature's fleeting glow. Gone before you know.
Perfect timing. Stream our luck.
I too once wished to linger in this
She's an
moment.
alcoholic, but she's
And
awesome
yet,
and she stops time.
I stepped forward to greet the passing of time.
Oh, Hattori. Finally coming home. It would say her name under there, but my face is in the way. That's our Bibba waifu boss lady. Oh, finally. 76 pulls. Or whatever it's been. Say it with me now. And then the board reverts back to normal because we've got the S rank back to 0. There's 1 in 10 you'll get an A class. And then 90 we get another Hattori. So as you see, she's disappeared now. If you land on that slot there where the purple is and the arrows next to it, it opens up a little bridge and gives you a chance to go along here. You can get a skin, a weapon skin, a vehicle, or the S rank itself, or a random chance at anything with those boxes, and it will lead back there and work its way down. You just work your way around this board continuously until you actually pull what you want. And again, you can get another chance here. You can get 5 dice, you can get a skin, and then it comes back down. So it really just depends what your luck is. Let's see, did I get enough? No, did not get it. Did not get enough, that's fine. But we got what we wanted. We got to see how the board works, and got to see Hattori come home, so that's not bad, so there we go. Oh, we get a new icon. Just ignore the fact that I named my main character after Ulysses. It's not focus on that. We get a new bond, because we get a new character, it'll be bond level 1s. We get a little bit of analyth and some materials. We're going to fucking definitely give her some gifts. What does she like? Oh, she likes this shit.
Ooh, where did you get this? You have
That's
great
fine.
taste. I like it.
Oh. And we get some analyth for that, because you'll do these missions or meet with them, and that'll unlock certain moments and memories. And once you upgrade their bond level enough, you can go on dates with them or hang out with them, all the rest. So that's pretty cool. Oh, right, okay. So that's once you unlock a character, you'll get a tutorial on how to play them. So the game helps you that way. It's not just it doesn't leave you absolutely clueless.
Wanna join
You know?
the amazing Kaluchis?
So let's just show you how that works. Leveling up a character then.
Every
So
little thing
level
counts.
1 of 20, so you can level her up to 20, and then you'll need to ascend them. You'll get plenty of materials that you can convert into materials, so you won't actually need to grind anything until it becomes boss materials to ascend. And even then, you might have some consumables that can just be converted into boss materials at the start of the game. And then when you're hitting level 30, you might need to go and maybe get a little grind spot to do that boss, to get that character's ascension cap broken. So, just doing this ascension cap break, now we can ascend them. Now we can go from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, And I would say focus on a team of 4 and get them to level 30, 40, and then figure out a second team. By that time, you'll have pulled a lot more and probably have a bunch of characters, and that's fine. Because you need 2 teams for the end game content. The first 5 levels of the Ghost Train is just 1 team, and then it asks you for 2 teams for each level on, continuing on. So you will need 2 teams eventually. But for the first 30 to 40 levels, 1 team focus is perfectly fine. Get them, their weapons leveled up, and then maybe work on their little modules and get that all done, and then start working on a second team. And usually what people like to do is when they're hitting level 30, they start grinding the characters that they're using, materials for when they're going to ascend at 40, so it's all ready and they're not having to do it when it happens, if you know what I mean. So we can just get more materials. Change the booster again to 40, lovely, lovely. Oh, we don't have enough. We've got enough materials, just not enough money. That's where the Hunter exchange comes in, that you level up with the Tycoon levels. Because I can just convert my fawns to beetle coins and then level our bad bitch up. There we go, 120,000. Just jump back in and we can level her up a little bit more.
I'm here.
The paperwork.
Business is tough.
There she is.
Every little thing counts.
Let me just do that and level her up again. And now you see I will need that specific currency, which is a specific boss, which I would then go and do. Can we actually give her an arc? Oh, we can. It's not a bad stand-in one. But I've got a page. I've got a little Google page that tells me the best in slots and stuff. So we'll give her that for. It's decent. Oh, we can collect. So we can get a blue dice. We've got a blue dice for our troubles. We can go do a gamba roll on that. So. Good. I'll look at all this later. But yeah, like I say, first things first, grind out your main story missions until you meet the pink-haired wonder Cheese. She asks you to open up a bank account, which then opens up the City Tycoon. When you do your City Tycoon, you make money. You start a cafe, you run a cafe, you make money, you level up, and you'll get more city stamina every so many levels, because look, there you go, at level 10 your city stamina increases to 350 in the heist section. The bank heists unlock at level 10. At level 5 you get 200 stamina, city stamina. So basically you want to push these levels before the weekly reset on Monday if you can, because that will reset and fill up to 200 or 350 or what I did, 500 or 700, and so on and so forth. And that way you've got more money, more stamina to make more money and do more of these hobbies if you want to do them. Because that's what a lot of people like to do. They like to have a bit of fun with this stuff, but you need that city stamina. You get refills, but it's best to have that max amount as high as possible before reset, so you've got a nice big pool of fuck about energy. So yeah, like I say, you want to kind of look for these towers and unlock your maps, just so you're able to jump about and do stuff and see where things actually are. You want to find these phone booths wherever you can, just so you've got a teleport or a fast travel spot to go to then go to where a mission will be, or get a free health buff. The towers or the phone booths always heal you up. You want to just play the missions as is, explore and do stuff, and make money, and you roll on the boards, see what you get with your first S rank, then use your selector based on whatever else you've got team-wise. Let's go, let's see. Wish me luck. 2, 3? Nah, it's pish. It's just a weapon. I've got the weapons. We're 27 and 90. Not getting an S rank anytime soon. It's sad. I will say, on the on the limited banners, I got Nanley at hard pity around 80, 70, 80, right? And then I got her at 30, and then I got her again at 30. So the game is not bad once you've got the character. Some people have got it in the first 10 pull, and some people have got it pretty quickly in 30 pulls. You know, so it can be pretty. It just depends. But if you're lucky, you can get characters really quickly and have a lot of pulls left over to like save off. So good luck to you, and I hope your pulls are fucking better than mine anyway. But yeah, this be enough for now. I went through the basics of the game, the mechanics of the characters and the elements, a little bit of what you want to do. You will have plenty of material to level up with, and if you're making money and getting your city tycoon level up, you'll be getting a lot more stamina for city activities, which will get you money, and you'll be unlocking the hunter reward shop, which will let you buy extra resources if you're ever running low to level up characters. So you shouldn't be struggling that way if you're just playing the game and having fun. But also making sure to make your money and level up the tycoon shit. Shouldn't have any problems at all. If and when I will then make extra little videos, just clips, or I'll just string together some YouTube clips, because in this bank there is a safe with 50,000. Either here, I believe it's here in this construction site, there is a safe guarded by standard thugs, and you can get 50,000 from that safe. There's another safe near here and down here, and they all have 50,000. So there's a couple of one-time safes that have 50,000, 50,000. There's one inside this shop here. These shops that I showed you have physical manifestations in the game world. They've got car stores, they've got garages and whatnot, and you can actually go into your actual cafe and look at it and customise it and staff it with characters that you've pulled on the banners. So there's a lot of fun that way, but there's safes throughout the game that will have like money that will help you level up your tycoon levels and spending money early on in the game. That's really helpful. But getting to City Tycoon 10 and doing the heists is very beneficial. The Pink Paw heist resets every fortnight, and you can get 1 million fawns a fortnight, which you can get a 10-minute run to get as much loot from the bank and get out as possible. And I have done anything between 100,000 and 200,000 fawns per run. So you can do a 10-minute run and come out with 100,000, and that's a lot of money. That's a level or two easy in your tycoon ranks. So that's why I say it's important. Don't stress it, but definitely make money and level up your tycoon ranks. So it's well worth it. And in all this time since I've been talking to you and making this video, passively, let's just have a look, I've made 1,500. So it's, it's been easy. And that was after I banked it after the daily reset. So, you'd be surprised how much money you can make pretty quick. As long as you're just doing the right things. It's easy to get distracted, but there's a lot of time for that and a lot of things to do. I've still got sections of the game that I've not even really went to in depth to, and the fishing and whatnot as well. It's a lot of fun. And I've still got to level up the fishing. You get specific. You can get character skins.
What should we do today? Another new day.
That's the fishing skin when you get to fishing level 10. Do you know what I mean? So obviously there's going to be different skins. There's a skin that you get when you get put in prison. You can buy certain skins. That's for you get currency for doing the heists, separate from your money. You can buy different skins, so there's lots of skins in the game for characters.
As long as I'm watching your back, you won't have to.
I think I showed you some of these before,
Hold
actually.
on.
But yeah,
Let me get out
so
whatever.
there's a lot of different
Another
ways to
I
make
don't do
money,
vape.
spend
Hey, the
time,
wind's picking up.
but every character gets a level 10 bond skin,
What should we do today?
and there's all that shit. But yeah, this would be good enough. This is semi-comprehensive, so you're going to have a lot of money, a lot of materials and things, and I wouldn't worry too much about it. Basically going to have an abundance of things, so leveling up and breaking ascension caps isn't going to be a problem. And then when they get to level 40, you're going to start needing boss materials, like these things here, and you use your pixels, which restore every day, every minute. You'll get so many pixels, and you can increase your maximum cap of that with specific furniture in your home, and you spend the pixels by doing things to increase the cap. So you'll eventually have a way to be able to maximize that and have more per day waiting for you to use. So it's not a problem. There's some other systems in the game that I've not really went into in depth, because you're not going to need them. The game's pretty straightforward in a lot of ways. There's just a lot to do, so it confuses people. But like I say, a lot of this stuff you'll get as rewards as you level up, do missions, do different sections. Your menu will be like red dots all the time, just with things that you're doing casually, and you just collect the shit. And then when it comes to leveling up, most of the time you'll have something there that you can either use or convert to just do the job for you anyway. And you can always ask me, and I'll run it by you the quickest way, and we'll get it, because it's really, really easy to get your characters in the right spot. I mean, I've got 255 fishing bait. I can just go and fish for hours. I just have to spend stamina to sell the fish, but it doesn't cost me anything to actually fish. There's loads of ways to just spend some time. If you're having fun running around and finding crows and little bits and bobs, that's perfectly fine. After you hand in so many crows, you get these crystals, and what they do is they open up a circle and show any crows that are in the vicinity of that circle, and you can just delete them and reset them. So you can set 1, 2, and 3 and have a whole area mapped out, and you can then see if you've got any of these little crows to go and find. So it's really helpful. I don't think many gacha games have made it that easy to find them. When you're on the map screen, you click L3, and depending on what section, it'll tell you how many crows you've found, how many side quests you've done, the boss of the area, other bosses of the area, random anomalies that you can go and fight, and you'll get money for currency for doing that. More bosses, phone booths, the tower that shows that clears up the map, and you'll find photo spots as well. You just take a photo, and every so often up the top there, 300, 600, 900, 1200, 1500, you'll get a reward for it. The first couple are money, but you'll get dice at the end, so that's more pulls in the banner for you, and that's for each of the 5 sections. So as you can see, I am practically fucking 100% in most areas. I'm just missing one tiny little thing that I've not found. It's very easy to do, very easy to grind out, a lot of fun. Just you end up going and looking for an anomaly or a crow on the way to do things all the time. Or if you're driving around, you see there's one on the mini-map nearby, so I'll hit a pin and remember to go back and get it once I've done my delivery, or just whenever. So that's a tip I would say. If you see it and you're in the middle of doing something, hit a pin on it, and then you can come back later and go and get that crow or go and get that little mission. Also, just before I go, you will unlock anomaly commissions with R3. each area of the game has their own anomalies that you can go and fight. When you select it, it'll then actually give you a tracker and a circle to go and find the anomaly in. And sometimes there'll be puzzles, a lot of the time it'll just be combat based. And once you do them, you'll get a reward. And once you do enough of them, you will then get pool currency, money, and material upgrades for doing 2, 5, 9, all the way through. And when you complete them, you get a high risk version of them where you can go back and fight them, but they're just a higher level. And every time you fight them, the level gets higher, but you still get rewards, first time rewards every time. So that's another way to get more banner pool materials there, the analyst. Do you know what I mean? So loads of ways to get analyst. I've done over 400 pulls in the space of a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm just a gacha fiend when it comes to it, and I'm into it. I'm all in, I grind hard. But yeah, I'm really, really interested to see what pulls you get, what you enjoy more about the game. But this is like just a comprehensive way of understanding what the game's about without spoiling the whole game for you. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll be happy to try and make some more little videos of did you knows, or here are the loot chests areas and things like that. And yeah, I hope to maybe hang out and help you in a heist at some point. Chill with you soon. Peace.